If you are thinking about signing up for Pampered Chef and you're curious to know what comes in the starter kit, here's an unboxing video. This is for the 2013 Consultant Starter Kit, and there is two different starter kits. This is for the $150 starter kit. It's the bigger one. Actually, I think it might be $159. But the first thing I found was the apron. And they do show you a picture of what comes in the kit, and the apron wasn't mentioned, so I was excited about that. It has pockets in the front, so it's perfect for doing cooking shows or vendor shows. And next I found a spice container, chipotle rub. One of the measuring cups. This is the smaller size. Then I found an entire box of utensils. We have some of the small size wooden spoons. They're a little bit bigger than my hand. They go with the bowls that came in the set. Then there's a measuring spoons. And everything is individually wrapped in case you want to resell it. A small serving spatula, perfect for desserts. A spatula. The mix and scrape spatula. And that is a Tart shaper. Silicone brush. And there's also a tab on there, so it clips on the side of the bowl as well, which is really cool. Pizza cutter with a protective blade. Next is a small zester. And a whisk. And the rest of the box is all the fun stuff versus the mandolin, which I'm really excited about. A sample knife. You could buy them individually or in sets. That's a little device that holds on to like cheese. If you're going to grate it, it holds it for you, which is pretty neat. Garlic press. And I'll do some product demos on these too, so you guys know how to use certain features for the products. And here is a giant bag for lugging around all your Pampered Chef supplies for cooking shows. And it's actually really big. It was hard to fit it all in the camera frame, but there are pockets on the inside of the bag that hold booklets and utensils and all sorts of stuff. And it has two big straps on the top, and there are two little ones on the side, and it's much bigger than it actually looks in this photo. Next is one of the skillets. I heard these are really good, so I'm excited to try that. I own some Pampered Chef stuff, but none of the bigger items. There's a easy to read measuring bowl. Tart tray. It says mini muffin pan, but it's perfect size for tarts. That's supposed to be a spatula that's easy to flip over things, like if you're making an omelet. A little mix and chop, I believe. Cutting board. Those are the two little bamboo bowls that match the spoons that I showed you earlier. A cooling rack. I actually have one of these, and they're very nice. And you could stack them too if you have more than one. Oh, the stoneware, large bar pan stoneware. I have not used stoneware, but I've heard great things about it, so I'm excited about that. Sorry, it took time to open up this one. I was really excited about it. It's a little weird if you've never used stoneware. It's very heavy. Totally feels like you could break it in half, in which you can. You have to be careful with it. But it's got a weird texture. It's just like a stone, as you would expect. I thought it was going to be, I don't know, softer for some reason, but it's not. And then, what we got next? Prep bowls. There's two little small ones, and they have lids on them, which those are going to come in handy. And I do have this, there's a little grater. It's on a stand so it can be upright. It's a giant mixing bowl with a lid, and I do have that, and it's really good. So you could, if you're not ready to bake the cookies or whatever you make in it, you just throw the lid on it and throw it in the refrigerator. And they have smaller ones like that as well. And the big consultant kit. It has all the paper. It was really heavy. It has all the paperwork in it. There's a bunch of the invite cards that you send out if you are going to host a cooking show. First thing I grabbed though is the pamphlet that tells you everything that should have came in your kit. There's a picture of it. But the two things I didn't know that was coming with it that were not pictured were the apron and the bag to put all your stuff in, so that was nice. It comes with all these invite postcards like I mentioned. There are a ton of magazines. I think there's 50 or 100 of them. I think there's 50. It just looks like there's a lot more because they're pretty big magazines, catalogs. Then it also comes with some packets if you're going to host a cooking show that you can give to the host so they kind of know what to expect and what kind of rewards they will get for hosting a show, and more information about how those work. Little thanks for joining us cards if you want to do like a raffle or whatever you want to use those for. Business materials, there was 2 DVDs in there, a calendar book. There it is. Some order forms. A little recipe book, which actually has some really good recipes in it. There's one thing I forgot. I actually left it in the bottom of the bag. It was one of those pan scrapers. It's real tiny. That also came with the kit, but it was not shown in this video. It was so small that I missed it. And that's it. If you have any questions about Pampered Chef, just let me know.